Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That runs bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Again, it's Gibbs. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Let's go. Now looking to throw. Finds his man Rice. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing out to the left, Cup. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That one gains 7. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They send a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Throwing now from the gun. That's cut beyond the marker. And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. He finds him right side. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now the PAT try coming up. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Fields. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts from the goal line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 21-0 already. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, side. Go.
Fields coming back after the pick. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's an early runaway. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Returnable from the 1.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Extend. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Bunch right. Hey, can. Right.
Second and 3. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Now, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
You got a mini base. What tonight?
Fields on first down. This one's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
Hey, can. Out, let's go. Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Williams coming in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. He's trying another one deep. And in for the Detroit touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 11, 11, 11. Set.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Here we go, son. Alpha. Delta. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Good. West right fit. Chip slant. Alpha. Sit high.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Oh no, they get him yet again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll throw it. The throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Lions facing 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Warriors 70. Ready.
They're throwing it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Returnable from the 2. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, 551. 551. 11. All right.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
We'll be in the game. EQ. All right.
Fields to throw it. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Hey, Can. Here we go, son. Angel. Tonight.
Fields on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Easy. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Hey, Ken. Sit high.
First down throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Hey, Ken. Test. Butt right. Delta. All right.
Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And the Lions into a nickel set for third down.
Here we go. Bunch right. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He lets a heater go deep. Brought in inside the 20. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Can I?
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
Here we go, son. Hey, never mind. Monday. Out. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. The 40. Hits the 20. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. We good. Hey, Ken. Side.
Plowing up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Let's start side. Here we go. Sit high.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Extend. Delta. West right zip. Here we go, side. Chip slant. Right.
They do snap it. Here's Field. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they could rip that ball away from you, too.
Here we go, shot. Go.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
It is caught left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go, son.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Here we go. Hey, what?
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Steelers have possession, but this game, pretty one-sided as we start the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. EQ. Hey, Can. Angel. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Let's go, Alpha right here. Tonight.
To the air, 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Alpha. Here we go, son. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Jones. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Pass play on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Complete on the option. And in for the Detroit touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but Hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
A give now from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Don't jump. Ready?
They give it to him again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Medic. Go.
Now it's Fields. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Hey, 551. No mas. Sit high.
Fields on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows and the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Fields now on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here we go, sit high.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trying to do some window dressing. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Set.
From the 23. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go.
First down from the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
11. Here we go, son. All right.
Fields throwing here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go, son. Chips left. Right.
Here's Harris. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Don't jump. Ready?
Harris has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. So the Lions get the win on the road. And with the start